move into Canon 2 of the 990-90 program. We're going to talk about government compliance. And in this, I like to call them canons because frankly, that's just a fun word. In Canon 2 of the program, the government compliance, we're going to talk about forms. We're going to talk about the different governmental entities. We're going to talk about government investigations, and we're going to talk about the importance of complying with the government, which should sound understood, right? But it's not always understood. So let's start with the forms. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the forms. There are a lot of them, and they're government required forms, such as the truth in lending disclosures, the odometer disclosures, credit disclosures, the truth in lending. When I say the disclosures, I mean the box on a retail installment sales contract. Any credit forms, credit turn down notices, we're going to talk about those in a future video because a lot of people don't do them and they're required. But it's important to know what the government forms are. If the dealer has a management software, they'll have the forms in them, generally speaking. They're available online as well. But what's most important is that those forms are signed. In the event of a government investigation, whether that's the federal government or the Georgia Secretary of State's office, they're going to want to audit the dealer's files, especially the customer files, and make sure that the proper forms are getting signed by the customer. The importance of that is that the form, when it's signed by the customer acknowledges receipt of the form and understanding of the form. And that's why it's so important that they get signed. Simply having an unsigned form in the file doesn't do anything. The critical part of that is that the form is actually signed by the customer. Those government required forms are required for a reason. They may be a pain. It may add additional paperwork to a deal, but it's required paperwork and it must get done.